which you have all got a soft copy, and I've left a hard copy with the teacher. Some of you took it last term. And just have a read of that preliminary stuff as a reminder. Here I'm reinforcing the fact that there is 3 sections: nature of the law and examples or contemporary issues. Then I want you to understand that HR1 is broken down into DDI, or what I now call to die for, and which ties in with the fact that, if you want to think about it this way, that one of probably the main human right is the right to life. Okay, so I don't know what you think about that, but that's a different question. So what we've got in the fact sheet, as I think we did last year, was left-hand side is sample HSC questions, right-hand side is the material you need to understand. So in the definition part, you need to understand 3 things. First of all, if you've got a question saying how would you define human rights, what would you say? And you only need to remember one word. The word is simply. Okay? Human rights are rights that people have simply because they are human. For example, many crimes relate to human rights, right? So PE, see how I'm using with all the stuff? That's your point. If you've got that question, how to define human rights, that's your example, all right? So I'm even using PE in the fact sheet, PEE. Next one thing you need to know is that human rights are UE, and we've actually added a new I to this because you can get this in a question. So I'm going to change it on the move here, and the UN seems to recognise now that human rights are also indivisible. So universal means they relate to everyone across the planet. So, and there's some overlap between some of these. Inalienable means you can't take them away from people. Inherent means you have them because you are human. So dogs, cats, trees don't have these rights, but simply because you are human, you have these rights. Indivisible means we can't divide them, I guess. And there's the bell. And the final thing is to understand that there is a difference between what we call collective rights and very common multiple choice question. Difference between collective rights and individual rights. So collective rights can only be experienced by groups of people and not individuals, i.e. self-determination, so very similar to the concept of state sovereignty, environmental rights, and peace rights are slowly becoming recognised as collective. So in exams, etc., teachers would now accept peace rights in that group. They're the only collective rights we talk about, okay? So, for example, you can't experience a good environment without other people experience a good environment, okay? Whereas you can experience education or freedom of speech without everybody else experiencing that, all right? So all other rights are called individual rights. And that's all I need to say on definition stuff. Okay, write it out 3 times.